Welcome to Marvel Tunes.
Back to the past, Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack is one of the most watched and loved shows of all time. It was first aired on television from 2001 to 2017. Samurai Jack follows the epic journey of a samurai warrior named Jack, who is flung into a dystopian future by his arch-nemesis, the shape-shifting demon Aku. Determined to return to his own time and defeat Aku, Jack traverses through different landscapes, encountering various allies and adversaries along the way. As he battles Aku's minions and confronts the challenges of this strange new world, Jack must not only master his martial skills, but also overcome his inner demons to ultimately fulfill his quest and restore peace to the world. The series is renowned for its stunning visuals, innovative storytelling, and exploration of themes such as honor, resilience, and the struggle between good and evil. This animated series consists of 5 seasons. In this video, we will be talking about Season 1, from start to finish, in detail. The series begins with a solar eclipse, which has a weird effect on a wasteland. A dark figure appears known as Aku, who has been revived after many years. Elsewhere, a king is telling his young son, Jack, a story about how 3 monks with mystical powers gifted him an enchanted sword, which he used to battle the shape-shifting demon, Aku. Aku's evil was no match for the power of righteousness, and Aku was planted into the earth. In the present time, Aku appears and attacks the kingdom and kidnaps the king. The queen escapes with Jack on a boat and sends him away for his safety. Jack spends his childhood and teenage years in various cultures, learning horse riding, stick fighting, art of wrestling, hieroglyphics, kung fu, and many more. After many years, Jack travels back and meets his mother, who gives him a sword. Jack goes to his kingdom and learns the horror and evil Aku has caused to his father and his people. So Jack decides to journey to Aku's tower and call him out. An intense battle takes place between the two, as Aku uses his shape-shifting abilities to attack, while Jack uses his sword to cut Aku and slowly starts gaining the upper hand. Just as Jack is about to land his final blow, Aku uses his powers to open a portal and flung him into the distant future. Jack awakens in a dystopian future ruled by Aku's oppressive regime. He encounters a group of primitive forest-dwelling creatures who mistake him for a legendary figure from their folklore after seeing him fight some creatures at the club. Jack decides to embrace the role of their revered hero and help them after seeing how some creatures are being treated. At Aku's tower, Aku learns about the return of Samurai Jack and sends his forces towards him. Jack encounters the robotic minions of Aku, who have been dispatched to hunt him down. As he evades their relentless pursuit, Jack reflects on his past training and the teachings of his sensei. When he is finally cornered by the robots, Jack engages them in a fierce battle, demonstrating his exceptional combat skills and resourcefulness. Through his ingenuity and determination, Jack emerges victorious, proving himself a formidable adversary against the forces of Aku. Jack encounters a peaceful tribe of anthropomorphic sheep-like creatures known as the Woolies, who are being terrorized by a group of vicious insectoid creatures called the Crycholites, who have been working for Aku. Moved by their plight, Jack offers to help the Woolies free their village from the relentless torture and violence of the Crycholites. When all of them are asleep, Jack tries to free all the Woolies, but is unsuccessful, leading to the Crycholites launching an assault on Jack and the village. Jack springs into action, utilizing his combat skills and ingenuity to fend off the enemies and protect the Woolies. Despite facing overwhelming odds, Jack emerges victorious, driving the Crycholites away and restoring peace to the village. In the end, Woolie's leader tells Jack to travel north to achieve what he wants. Samurai Jack travels north and reaches an old man who helps him after seeing the ancient scroll of the Woolies. He shows Jack the pathway to the magical jewel. However, Aku's forces show up and attack an unarmed Jack. Ikra, a talented warrior, saves him. Both of them team up to attack the robots and escape. Ikra shares her story about how her father was imprisoned by Aku and she wants to save him. They decide to join forces and search for the jewel. After a long and adventurous journey, they reach the magical jewel, but the jewel only accepts pure-hearted people, so it starts attacking. Ikra turns into a giant and defeats the jewel monster. However, she breaks the jewel as it turns out Ikra is actually Aku. Jack is rendered helpless as Aku flies off. Jack learns about a mythical well that grants wishes, so he embarks on a perilous quest to retrieve it to go back home to his time. His journey leads him to a treacherous mountain inhabited by 3 blind archers, who guard the well with unwavering dedication. Despite their blindness, the archers possess incredible skill and accuracy, posing a formidable challenge to Jack. To reach the well, Jack decides to blind himself and outsmart the archers, using his ingenuity and agility. Through a combination of stealth, strategy, and sheer determination, Jack manages to evade the archers' arrows, which simultaneously hits all three, freeing them from the curse of the well. Jack learns that the well gives what you want, but in return enslave you forever by taking away your ability to think. So he decides to destroy it. Aku puts a bounty on Jack, so he is hunted by many. Wherever he goes, he finds himself getting surrounded and attacked by bounty hunters. After facing multiple enemies, Jack's frustration grows as his wooden sandal breaks. Jack finds himself facing an unexpected and formidable adversary, a dark manifestation of his own inner turmoil and aggression known as Mad Jack. Mad Jack challenges Jack to a brutal showdown, pushing him to his physical and emotional limits as they engage in a fierce battle. Throughout the confrontation, Jack grapples with his inner demons, struggling to maintain control over his emotions and resist the temptation to succumb to rage. As the battle reaches its climax, Jack ultimately triumphs over Mad Jack by embracing his inner peace and discipline, reaffirming his commitment to his quest and his values as a samurai. After a few days of traveling, Jack finds himself in a desolate volcanic region where he is attacked by the lava monster, who finds it amusing when sliced by the magical sword, so Jack refuses to fight him. Jack learns the heartbreaking story of the lava monster, who was once a noble warrior cursed by Aku to be stuck inside a stone, but the will of the noble warrior allowed him to transform into a being made of stone. The warrior wants to enter Valhalla after death, and the only way to do it is to have a warrior's death. Samurai Jack decides to fight the lava monster, and after a long and fierce battle, Jack defeats him. The curse is broken, and the warrior sees his end as his spirit is carried away by angels into Valhalla. As Jack traverses the mist-covered hills, he stumbles upon this bridge, which is seemingly never-ending, where the Scotsman's bagpipes melody transforms from distant tunes to an irritating din. The two warriors clash, each refusing to yield because they can only go forward or backwards. Their duel spans days, with insults hurled and weapons drawn. However, their battle is abruptly interrupted when a group of bounty hunters arrive, shackling Jack and the Scotsman together. Both jump into the ocean to escape. They find common ground in their shared predicament, and both are wanted by Aku. They face off against their bounty hunters, which doesn't go so well, but they learn to cooperate, using their combined skills to overcome obstacles. After breaking their cuffs, they both easily defeat all their enemies and part ways as friends. In a smoky 1920s-style club, Jack encounters a group of robotic thugs. Amidst chaos and gunfire, he dispatches these mechanical adversaries, catching the attention of the gang's boss. This enigmatic figure offers Jack an intriguing proposition: join their ranks and assist in a daring heist. The target, the Jewel of Neptune, a powerful crystal coveted by none other than the malevolent Aku. Jack reluctantly agrees, but the gang leader tests Jack by asking him to blow up an animal shelter to prove his loyalty. Jack blows up the shelter, but he does it in his own style by helping everyone escape. Later, Jack infiltrates the heavily guarded public works and utilities building. As he reaches the jewel, the forces of nature, fire, earth, and wind show up and start attacking. Jack finds it difficult to defeat the forces of nature as they continue their relentless attacks. However, one stroke of luck, which leads to the self-destruction of all three, allows Jack to grab the jewel in time and escape. They all go to Aku's tower to present the jewel, and Jack confronts Aku. As Jack starts his assault on Aku, shocking the gang members, Aku tries to consume Jack, but gets sliced open, and to end it all, Jack prepares to deliver the final blow, but someone hits him in the head, knocking him out. Jack wakes up learning that one of the gang members hit him in the head, believing he was actually saving Jack.
If you like this recap, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Marvel Toons, as there's more to come your way.